Hi Virgo, thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I am doing these monthlies live. I've noticed that not that many people watch the monthlies, so I wanted to do them live to open it up to you guys and to get your feedback while we're doing the reading, to add details that I may miss. I want to give you what you want to get out of these, and I must be missing something because there haven't been as many views. So I'm going to give you the information for Virgo and then ask me questions as we go along and at the end, and I'll answer them for you specifically. Now, the first 4 days of May, you've got loads and loads of Aries energy in your 8th house of you in connection with institutions. Groups of people that are bigger than you. So companies, corporations, governments, hospitals, schools, the other side. The way you think about work, what you want to achieve in love, in personal healing and feeling comfortable, all of those are up for grabs when it comes to the institution you join. And you're also considering, am I in the right job? Do I feel comfortable here? Am I being taken advantage of? Or do I feel really like I'm in the right job, I've made it? So you're able to really make changes in that situation for the first 4 days. Use that opportunity. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. On the 4th of May, we've got a new moon in Taurus. Taurus is your friend. It's another fellow earth sign. And I've made a separate video on the new moon. But the important thing for you guys as Virgo is that the new moon occurs in your 9th house of travel, education, and broadening your horizons. So the moon pulls in loads and loads of Taurus energy to recharge its batteries for the next 30 days so it can complete its cycle. Uranus, the eccentric and unpredictable, is also next to that new moon at 3 degrees in Taurus. So what this new moon does for you, it gives you practical energy, hello Jennifer, in terms of how am I going to broaden my horizons in a physical way. So how am I going to travel? So you book your airplane ticket to Santorini. Oh, well, thank you for joining me so early in Niagara Falls. I really appreciate that. So it's about signing up for the course that you have always wanted to do. It's about getting back into education if you wanted to do that. It's taking practical action on broadening your horizons. It's moving house if you want to. It's going on holiday and exposing yourself to different cultures and learning about that. So that's what this new moon is about. It gives you the practicality, and you're pretty practical anyway, to really make your life seem bigger. You know, when you're in active addiction and let's say you're addicted to something really hardcore, and you become paranoid and you close all the curtains and you close the blinds, and every time the doorbell rings you just hide and you don't open letters anymore because you're just terrified. Your life is this big. But when you're free and liberated, when you've got a job you love, when you've got a partner who just encourages you and adores you, when you have the money to travel, your life is huge. And the new moon gives you this opportunity to make your life oh so much bigger. So check out the video, but remember that it's in your 9th house for Virgo. On the 7th of May, we've got Mercury, the communication planet, and your ruler. Hi, Jacqueline. You can watch the Aries video back. It was live, but it's still on there. You can watch it. Back. So on the 7th, your ruler moves into Taurus in that 9th house. So you see even more clearly where you can take action to broaden your horizons, whether it's in travel or education or moving or changing your body, like training and getting fitter, the way you eat. Maybe it's changing your appearance. Maybe you want to have cosmetic assistance. And this is an absolutely fabulous time to do all of that. So the first 7 days of May are all about making your life bigger and thinking about how you can do that. That lasts until the 16th. So you've got 2 weeks here at the beginning of May to really understand how you can make your life interesting, more interesting, and in a way that you want. Do you want to move to Singapore because you've never been there and you've got the money and maybe you just want to move for a year? I did that. I moved for a year to Brighton because I wanted to live by the sea and I wanted to live in the gay capital of the UK. I've now got more experience. I know what it's like to live here. For the Virgo boyfriend, when will he get the computer job? Well, this month gives him a perspective on how he can broaden his life and have more freedom. So he can find something that has been hidden up until now much more easily this month. So if he's been scouring the internet for job, monster.com, maybe he just has the lucky moment here of finding a notice in the supermarket that says IT guy needed, IT specialist, and he finds it that way. But things that have kept you small disappear, and new information that allows you to expand pops up this month. So Virgos are going to be much more powerful at the end of this month than they were at the beginning of the month. Will I find the balance I've been needing in my life? Well, this isn't about balance for Virgos this month at all. It's about really expanding a life that isn't reaching its full potential and being able to maximize your potential and to learn and to renew yourself. So on the 16th of May then, we've got Venus moving into your 9th house as well. So the question is, what do I love to do? Where do I love living? What do I love learning about and studying? So Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Cancer Rising, USA here. So watch first the Sun for Virgo, then the rising sign video, and then the one for the Moon. Also on the 16th, we've got Mars, the male principle, going into your 11th house of hopes and dreams in Cancer. So you're really nurturing yourself this month. Mars is not particularly comfortable in Cancer. Mars is the soldier. It's about overcoming obstacles and powering through and being a bulldozer. In Cancer, it's forced to nurture you. And you've got your North Node, your life mission, at 20 degrees in Cancer. 1 and 2 is a relationship. So it's the relationship you have with yourself and how you can make your life more meaningful and bigger and more interesting. So it's all about you here in May. On the 18th, we have the full moon in Scorpio. I'll make a separate video on that. But again, for you guys, it's important to know that it happens in your 3rd house of communication. It's at 21 degrees, which is 3, communication, new beginnings, in Scorpio. So now your feelings about how you're going to make changes combine with the feelings combined with the practical, and you become totally certain that this is the right move. You feel it in your heart, your gut, your mind, your soul. You just know that, okay, I'm going to make this move, or I'm going to change the way I eat, and I just know that that's right for me, and I'm just going to follow through and do it. On the 21st of May, we have the Sun and Mercury going into Gemini, which is like your brother-sister sign. Mercury, the communication planet, rules you, Virgo, and Gemini. So when Mercury is in Virgo, the switch is on the inward position, and it's about learning and absorbing information and making sense of it. When it's in Gemini, it's using that meaning that you've made and creating your own doorways of opportunity and walking through those. The Sun is your identity. It's what fires you up. It's what gives you life. Mercury is the way you think, and it's your ruler, and it's in a sign that it's very happy in Gemini. So all of this preparation in the first 3 weeks about how do I make my life bigger really culminates on the 18th when your feelings join until the 20th, and then the 21st of May until the end of the month, you have crystal clear vision about what you want to do career-wise. Now, what's also happening in love is you get a major benefit when it comes to love in a family setting. So that means being with your family of birth, being with your own family, your husband, your wife, your children. And because we've got Saturn and Pluto sitting in your 5th house of romance and the moon sitting there, there's a potential for you to meet someone romantically who becomes like family. So a lot of Virgos are going to meet their soulmate this month. We must work something out for a personal reading. Yeah, you just go to gregoryscott.com, you order your reading there. We can do it live, even with the time difference, or I can do it as a video. So we can do it live over Skype in the phone, and I record all of those. And it's absolutely no problem with the time difference, especially now in the summer. There's a lesser gap. There's a smaller gap between us than in the winter. So that's what I get for you this month. Do you guys have any questions on Virgo for the month? I think I met my soulmate last week. Yes, last week. And he says he wants to marry me. So if you have met him last week already, that's really, really a good sign, because last week, Jupiter and Pluto and Saturn, let me just check, were already in those houses, the 4th and 5th. So don't think, really be conscious that potentially that is your soulmate. And I think you're right on track there, so well done. My sister's a Virgo. Any feelings as to where would be the best to go to uni, Leeds or Aberystwyth? Well, your sister, remember, with all of that energy in the 9th for the first 3 weeks, she's going to become really, really certain, especially around the 18th, if she has the luxury to wait that long, about, okay, Aberystwyth, oh my God, I feel like that's wonderful. I can party by the sea. And the other, if it's Aberdeen, or you said Aberystwyth, I'm sorry, but it's just as an example. Or if she's like, okay, I want to be at the end of the world, so I have peace in mind to study and to focus all my mind on what I'm learning, she will start to understand that very clearly as the month goes on. And Virgos are good at making meaning anyway and making sense of things. So she will decide. She's not going to be conflicted about this all month. Any other questions? Long things like this are hard. Try and keep them short. My partner and I have been together on and off for 3 years, and you see, because it fades, and then I can't read it. He's Aries and hustling from certain things. Truth has made us stronger. Okay, so that's a statement, not a question. All right. So, guys, have a wonderful month. If you would like a personal reading with me, then just head over to the website, gregoryscott.com. And I will speak to you for the daily tarot readings, the weekly horoscopes, and next month for the Virgo horoscope. Mwah! I love you guys. I did order one 6 months back. Awesome. Thank you. You're welcome, Jane. It's been a pleasure being here with you. And there was something else someone asked. Hang on. Thank you for the good luck on moving back to Glastonbury. I'm looking forward to it. You don't need PayPal to order a reading with me. You don't have to register with PayPal. You can just put in your card details. So absolutely not. You don't need to be registered with PayPal or anything. You just need a debit or credit card. The tacky subject of money. Yick. All right, guys. Have a lovely month, and I'll speak to you soon.